That's 2 out of 3. And then the last one, I believe we need to fast travel, they said.
Be careful.
You have it. Of course.
Something like that.
Oh my.
Excuse me.
Watch your tongue.
Maker.
Oh, this place is big. It's big. There's some merchants and stuff here. The Lover's Alcove. Every district has one, at least one. And the question must be, why is a place meant for dalliance declared in such an obvious way? And the answer, of course, is that obviousness is the entirety of the point. When manners and station will not allow impassioned words, such corners are places to be seen, not being seen. Entering with a paramour is as much a declaration as singing out in joy, which one of good standing must never do. The alcove is thus a dignified means of announcing romantic affiliation, either for genuine partnership or to appear as such, in order to spare a suitor a refusal. Dignity, of course, requiring that one does not also make use of the darkness for actual physical gratification. No making out in the darkness. This has, of course, never occurred. Yeah, I'm sure. Well, these guys aren't making out, at least.
Maybe.
Maybe what?
Please, move along.
Her Majesty's convenience. For Her Majesty's convenience, woods and vines defy the very sun and rain.
Heaven
Of
has
course.
been filled with
I like the painting and
silence.
stuff here.
I knew then, and crossed my
What is
heart
this now?
with shame.
Sister
Come to me,
Antoinette.
child, and I shall embrace you. In my arms lies eternity.
How's it been?
Hi.
What? Yes, I'm sorry. Minding the duties of the ailing mother, Havara. I am rather overwhelmed. Forgive me.
What is
I
this
am
now?
unsure whether I meant to extend chantry services to you, and that troubles me greatly.
Is it because I'm a mage, or because I'm an elf, or because I'm the herald?
Fade itself.
Forgive
Though
me.
they sang hymns
I am
of praise
unsure whether I meant
unending.
to extend
Though they
chantry
could
services
do
to you,
anything,
and that
they
troubles me
destroyed
greatly.
nothing.
Ah, they won't stop talking over each other.
I suppose.
Well, these two look like they're about to make out. Get to the Lover's Alcove. It's not
And
the
what
alcove
did they
here.
need?
All's well, it seems.
We have a merchant.
Inquisition, eh? I'll sell. But if the chantry censures you, I'm not liable. No offense, but I have... Royo can be traditional.
Traditional is calling it lightly. Oh, we got some schematics. Well, I think I'm good. Not really much I'm interested in buying at the moment. But good to know you're here. Okay, I think... Oh, never mind. That might not have been it. There is an upper section. This is locked.
Have been filled with silence.
Oh, this is also locked. Okay.
What are they up to?
A lot of general fear and panicking around here. Everyone's just worried for the future. Worried sick. And yet at a time like this,
Same old.
not everyone's working together. The summer home of Messer Glubs. A seasonal home for the childhood pet of the twin sons of Empress Yvette. The nature of Messer Glubs remains unknown, save that he was a gift from a Ravani ambassador, and that he was eventually released to the sea after taking the hand of a sluggish page. All of Val Royo is like a museum. There's so much to look at. I'm good though. I'm like, I need a break. Alright, the last place we gotta go to is the upper market. Let's see. We have to fast travel? Some maps have multiple levels. Click on the icons at the top right to view them. Okay. How do we get there? Travel? The upper area? Oh! Okay, we get a better view of that.
Roderick's been sending out.
Come now, brother.
He's doing what he feels needs to be done.
He's upset no one listens to him and wants his own candidate on the Sunburst throne.
That is very uncharitable of you. All of us are scrambling to react to this tragedy.
I might be more inclined to side with the second guy. Yeah, he's reacting badly to it. But I think it's a bad thing for Roderick that even his own Chantry brothers aren't on his side. Even people who might also think that the Inquisition are not doing the greatest job, they don't like him either.
Did you hear? The Elder Montilier daughter has thrown her lot in with this Inquisition.
Religious fanatics. Sad. I foresee the end of a promising diplomatic career.
Promising, you jester. She was going nowhere with that stain of exile and poverty on her name.
I hear she managed to end the feud between the houses of Leonardo and Salvatrice.
And Stevens, no one cares.
I get the feeling Josephine is pretty capable if we're just talking skills-wise, so I'll wait until the day she proves you guys wrong. I'm pretty sure she will. Whoa, look at that, check out the water view and all. Pretty, and more stuff to read. The way they have it set up, we can't put things off anymore. You know how in Dragon Age 2 you could, but now you can't. Longing in the upper court, a torn page from an unsigned diary. My weakness bids me not by chance to gaze upon the upper court, where shadows of our final dance and wishes of my heart consort. Somebody's love letters and all that. I'm looking for something red here, aren't I? Oh, it's like across the platform? Oh, can I go here? Oh, no, that's going back down. Hold up. Well, we'll just look around this place naturally as well. If there is more. Which there is. Lots of rich people in Orlais. This is like... It feels like a tourist location. Because I don't see any... I'm sure there are poor people, people not well off in Orlais, but I don't... Everyone's all well dressed here. They're not here though. Because it messes with the optics. It's kind of place that you would hold a diplomatic meeting, so it's gotta be a nice place, I guess.
How's it been?
What are you doing? Selling scrolls? Hi.
Is this a shop?
I maintain a premises wherein customers of a certain affluence entertain the purchase of my ware. So yes, a shop.
Am I in that certain state of affluence?
Don't you mean wares?
No, I mean ware. I have one item available for purchase. It is far too expensive for it merely to be sold. You may gaze upon it and dream of the wealth required to possess it, as have lords and kings. And then you may leave and purchase things from shops more aligned with your station.
I was just gonna ask, how do you pay the rent?
How do you keep the doors open on a shop with one item?
My shop is a destination. Luminaries of every description journey here to see what is denied to them. Some pay tribute, in the vain hope I will barter. They do not have the will to pay the price. They require a bargain to justify the spend, to ease their conscience. That would defeat the entirety of the purpose.
So you sell one very expensive item, and it's worth it?
Let me now interrupt the inevitable defense of your thrift. I'm sure you have treasures, and you will have many more. You could parade them from here to Halam Shiral, but none of that would allow you to say you have purchased this. The item is irrelevant. The price is worth it.
So you're saying it's garbage, is what you're saying.
I don't see why this is special. Anyone can overprice something.
To overprice an item, the item must have a known value already. It is then priced over what it is worth. This has only the value I have set. It has never had another. It is not overpriced. It is priced.
But the price only comes into effect in general society when someone accepts your pricing and buys that item, Right now, you own it. You say it's worth this much, no one cares.
I can't see it. Tell me what it is.
Where is it?
If you have to ask, you are not the one to buy it.
I need to know if I can use it.
And again, the point is missed. If mere use is your concern, you should go elsewhere. The person who claims this will not be known for using it. They will be known because they paid for it.
Oh, you're selling an NFT. I see.
Well, goodbye then.
Yes.
Okay, what are you actually selling? Mystery box. 10K. So mysterious. This is for sure an NFT. We're not buying it. I mean, I will buy it if I have that much money. I'm curious, but it really might just be literally nothing inside. Ooh, very nice portrait painting you've got here of maker knows who. So we're in somebody's shop. Try to behave.
A return. I expect this visit shall be as fulfilling as the last. And then you may leave and purchase things from shops more aligned with your station.
You're right. I'm not even gonna say goodbye. The Folly of General Not Sheraton. 3. But during times of crisis, there can emerge abilities we do not know we possess. The servant, under the greatest duress, stood as Not Sheraton. She stood and she spoke. She stood and she led. She stood and she attacked. And under banners they knew, and a voice they did not. The forces of Orlais brought low their enemy. Now perhaps the servant was more lieutenant than page to her battle-hardened lord, and perhaps the strength of the foe is stressed too much in retellings, and perhaps the allied were well practiced in their roles, but none question that Not Sheraton was at the least adequate and at the most inspirational. General Not Sheraton. Bye, not saying bye to you.
Mine's the flooring. It is not used to feet that have been subjected to soil.
Oh my gosh. Well, he's doing a pretty good job at the branding. A lot of things are about the branding, just like buying Apple products. And I don't mean that in a bad way, okay? I have Apple products. It's important to make people feel like they are VIP people. VIP people for having an item.
So, like a king? Family line, all that?
Oh, it just sounds so common in your accent.
I don't have an accent.
The same rock
Everyone
that
has an
flattened
accent.
your nose to make those sounds must have also addled your hearing.
Right, well, blow it out your arse.
He doesn't sound fake French is what you're saying. The Rani Dowager Quarterly yet again. It welcomes the new year by scandalizing the old with the collected romantic epic, The Horned Ones, being a tale of conquest, both of nation and of heart. Demands are satisfied as bronze giants share their explosive passions. Only for those of particular taste, delicate buds should remain in the garden while the bold of us flower. 5 scarves fluttered in shock out of 5. Rani Dowager, she's a critic, romance novel critic. Okay. Oh my goodness, Varric, we are in public here, okay? Don't do that here. Do that back home. We have to maintain an aura of sophistication or something. Okay, how come I didn't find what we needed to find? What's going on here? Upper Market? I'll go back here.
We should
what?
search the area.
Ooh, oh, this is like a different place. Whoa, wait. I thought this one and this one were just across, but I think these are slightly different places. Handkerchief. Favors for favors of friends. There is a scrap of parchment hastily torn from an ornate document stuffed into its hiding space with a large red shock. And we are to obey well. We meet at 3 bells to discuss how best to serve the new way. Scrawled below in a misspelled script. Herald go at time, praise addressed. Taken together, the messages reveal a time, a path, a key to a location on the world map. Interesting. Should we visit that location? Where is it? Yes, over here. And then the first enchanter of Mont Simmerd is also looking for me for some reason. But I should go back to Haven as well. There's something about lyrium, and then Thalomire. Where... Okay, Ferelden's here. I'm trying to, like, think of the map back in Origins and how we fit into this. This is the mountain range, that's like the Frostback Mountains, so it's the edge of the Origins map. But we don't see the other features very well, though. And I don't quite remember all the nation borders again, but... Orlais! There you go. Are we done looking at here? If so, we could definitely go visit the friends of Red Jenny. A season of the four afoul. At this window, the thief Treadwell did witness the attempted assault of Lady Castine. He surrendered his chance to escape the catch. For escape the catch and hold her assailant, a bard of Lord Halovine, hero thief, foiled bard, and conspiring noble were all censured as per their station and relevant action. Lashings and labor disappeared and ostracized for the social season, respectively. The scandal played out far longer in the theatrically serialized adaptation, which reimagined the three as siblings separated at birth, competing for Lady Castine's hand at her orchestration. The conclusion was relatively accurate to the original event, save the punishment of the thief and the noble being swapped to comic effect. Generally good reviews received, though some thought the height of the lady's hair to be unrealistic. There's definitely some people in Orlais who are going to be like, oh, this is not good as the original. The adaptation is worse, they changed everything, and it just sucks. Note of heroes, division and distance. For a supposed creature of jealousy and greed, Mephorath is less so indeed. For while his word brought low the bride of the Maker, his prize was quickly divided and distanced. Let us consider the lesser of the sons in this matter. Of Evrian we know little. The middle boy, he was tasked with ruling the lands to the marches. No claim by the father was made, no, in my name, to humble. And that freedom is shown in the result, for Evrian himself was the least concerned with power. He among all led by example, not demand, and spoke only of sacrifice. When betrayal was revealed, Evrian acts as a man broken, dispersing his holdings to the various tribes. It was a penance that spared him his family, but it also dispersed influence. To this day, the free marches are scattered. Maybe a good kid, but not a strong leader. Of Verold, more is known, for his actions bring him to the start of our nation, but his folly begins in Navarra, where we must ask, was this the will of a betrayer father, or a mistake of youth? Mephorath gave rule to the youngest, Verold, and never claimed Navarra. Never did he sit on the throne, and he is thought to have rarely visited, but his name is hated there most of all, for it was bartered for legacy by the son. Unlike Evrian, Verold spoke not of example but to claim. Never his name was mentioned without that of his mother and father. His claims were bold, their actions were his, and their thoughts all shared. But from the father on his throne in Ferelden, no word is recorded. And we wonder, was it deliberate? For when the betrayal was revealed, all with ties to Mephorath were vilified, and so strong were the ties that Verold had drawn that his court was killed to a man, and that he was forced to flee. Had he kept silent, as seems the will of the knowing father, and had he girded as the father had guided the elder, Izareth, then Verold might have remained to rule. But that would require that the betrayer not be as he is drawn, and it would have kept Verold in Navarra, and it would have kept Verold from Orlais, and it would have prevented the further betrayal that truly birthed Orlais. Well, if you're gonna rely on your dad's reputation, when your dad's reputation goes to the gutter, so does yours, I guess. And that's the one thing that Evrian didn't care about power, but he didn't rely on his dad, so he didn't have those same kind of problems. Oh, there's... Huh. Could we have gone up here? Oh my god. Okay, last one. Oh, okay. Randy Dowager. Conscripted by love, a tale of heroes come legends, the Grey Wardens and their shining duty to claim those of promise who most suit their joining. The lady says, always a classic when wardens come calling, or dare one suggest the reverse. 4 scars flooded in shock out of 5. Okay, thank you, Lady Dowager, for your grand reviews. Maybe I should have left some of these for the next time we come back to Val Royo. Who knows, but for the moment, I believe we are done with this place? I think we are. Okay, well, keep going then. Friend of Red Jenny, a location near Val Royo. A good location, a bad location. Oh.
If I might have a moment of your time.
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Leader of the Mage Rebellion.
Oh, wow.
Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps you should look among your fellow mages.
I'm surprised the leader of the mages wasn't at the conclave.
Yes. You were supposed to be, and yet somehow you avoided death.
As did the Lord Seeker, you'll note. Both of us sent negotiators in our stead in case it was a trap. I won't pretend I'm not glad to live. I lost many dear friends that day. It disgusts me to think the Templars will get away with it. I'm hoping you won't let them.
Wait. The Templars didn't do it.
So you think the Templars are responsible?
Why wouldn't she?
Lucius hardly seems broken up over his losses, if he's concerned about them at all. You heard him. You think he wouldn't happily kill the Divine to turn people against us? So yes, I think he did it. More than I think you did it, at any rate.
I was a nobody before this. Okay, you're right. I don't actually know if they did it or not, I guess. And the way he punched that revered mother just there, not a great look. How did you just came out after they left? Oh, we're getting into the politicking again.
The mages weren't willing to talk to the Inquisition before. Why now?
Because now I've seen what you are. And I've seen the Chantry for what it is. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lady Herald.
Come, let us return to Haven.
No, Cassandra, we're not going back just yet. Interesting, though. We can go either meet the Templars or the mages. Can we do both, I wonder? Hi! I thought you were friends. I guess I was wrong.
Well, they know who I work for, at least.
Let's check out some other people. Oh, that took way too long. Come on, Varric. Oh, I've been slowed by them. Or something. I really wish we got the descriptions right here. Oh, there's more? We good? The notes all mentioned me, but were they mentioning me in a bad light? I don't know, because it was sort of like illegibly written. Did I come here only to fall into a trap? Woo!
Herald of Andraste, how much did you expend to discover me? It must have weakened the Inquisition immeasurably.
I don't know who you are.
You don't fool me. I'm too important for this to be an accident. My efforts will survive in victories against you elsewhere.
Oh, I think the Red Jenny people tipped me off.
Just say what?
What is the...
Ooh!
Ugh. Squishy one, but you heard me, right? Just say what? Rich tits always try for more than they deserve. Blah, blah, blah! Obey me, arrow in my face. So, you followed the notes well enough. Glad to see you're... And you're an elf. Well, hope you're not too elfy. I mean, it's all good, isn't it? The important thing is you glow. You're the herald thingy.
Hello to you too.
Some believe I'm the Herald of Andraste. But who are you, and what's this about?
No idea. I don't know this idiot from Manners. My people just said the Inquisition should look at him.
Your people? Elves?
No. People. Name's Sera. This is cover. Get round it. For the reinforcements. Don't worry. Someone tipped me their equipment shed. They've got no breaches.
Yours are very bright.
Why didn't you take their weapons?
Because no breaches.
What?
Cheeky, yeah?
This lady, she is an elf if you look at her ears and all that, but she doesn't seem very attached to her elven identity. She doesn't have any tattoos, so not Dalish. And clearly has a bit of a mouth on her.
Friends really came through with that tip. No breaches. So, Herald of Andraste. You're a strange one. I'd like to join.
Okay, but who the hell are you?
How about we get to know each other first? You know, names and such.
One name. No, wait, two. It's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There were 3 in Starkhaven, brothers or something. It's just a name, yeah? It lets little people, friends, be part of something while they stick it to nobles they hate. So here, in your face, I'm Sera. The Friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I use them to help you. Plus arrows.
You helped me because you want to join us? I don't think her allies are noble. She seems like a street-smart kind of person. Well, what do you have to say?
The Inquisition has spies already. Can you add to these professionals?
Here's how it is. You important people are up here, shoving your cods around. Blah, blah, I'll crush you. Ooh, crush you. Then you've got cloaks and spy kings, like this tit. Or was he one of the little knives, all serious with his little knife? All those secrets, and what gave him up? Some houseboy who don't know shite, but knows a bad person when he sees one. So no, I'm not knifey shiv dark, all hidden. But if you don't listen down here too, you risk your breeches. Like those guards, I stole their... Look, do you need people or not? I want to get everything back to normal. Like you.
I like a go-getter, but you gotta give me a little bit more information than this. Sometimes you can just mouse over the wheel, sometimes you have to mouse over the word. It's a small thing that's like, okay. She can join us? Or she leaves forever!
So who are your Friends of Red Jenny? You must know them.
It's not hard to understand if you're not trying to waste your day on it. Someone little always hates someone big. And unless you don't eat, sleep, or piss, you're never far from someone little. Doesn't always work out, but a lot of people hated this guy. Someone got a laugh, someone got even, someone got paid. And someone has to have it explained to them that free help is good.
You're going so fast, I don't even know who that guy you killed was. He was somebody who was probably gonna harm me, but that's all I know.
Back there you wanted to know if I glowed. Why?
That's what you do, innit? You walked out of somewhere and now you glow. Andraste's herald. True or not, it seemed like the easiest way to know it was you.
True or not?
Well, that's what they say and all. Look, don't get ahead, yeah? I want to help this... whatever it is. Inquisition.
You sound like a thief who acts out petty revenge fantasies. And that might be bad.
Oh, right. You want to prop that guy up so I can say my sorries? Bad things should happen to bad people. We find someone not so bad, maybe he'll end up not so dead. Good enough?
You say that like it's obvious, but you didn't know him.
I knew about him.
That's just rumor.
Look, I'd have been fine stripping his guards and nicking his stuff. Turns out he deserved worse. Or was him trying to kill you a good thing? Are you the baddie? Didn't think so.
I see. Well, I would love to... Can we do a probation period here? No pay, 3 months, internship for now? I get the feeling Cassandra might not approve of this.
All right, Sera. I can use you and your friends.
Yes! Getting good before you're too big to like. That'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that pish, yeah? Got to be worth something. Anyway, Haven. See you there, Herald. This will be grand.
Okay, well, we have to welcome her. She seems like quite the character already. I would love to put her... let's see. Banter-wise, she and Varric would probably get along. So Varric, you set this up for now because I want to see what happens if Cassandra and Sera talk. Oh, it's appropriate anyway because she is a bow user. What is she? She's a rogue, right? So we don't want like a million rogues here. 2 mages, 1 warrior, 1 rogue. Are you a rogue? Yes, you are. You are indeed a rogue. So I guess let's get you doing some roguey thingies. But you're not a... Do you have any pre-put-in points? No? But you're using a bow right this moment. Can I make you not use a bow? Is that a thing? You are currently using a bow. Fire hunting longbow. Restriction, not Varric. Oh, back in Origins, we could give you a dagger and a bow, but now we can only give you one. So I don't have a dagger anyway. Been a little bit too diligent about keeping my inventory clean. Okay. Oh, I can give you some non-commitmental skills for the time being. Non-commitmental being neither archery nor daggers. I'll just give you some like subterfuge stuff. Or sabotage. But I feel like subterfuge stuff suits dagger rogues more. I don't know if that's a correct assumption. Step into the shadow. Okay. Go ahead. They can't hit what they can't see. Dodge enemy attacks. Easy to miss. Entering stealth is now instant and removes all debilitating effects on you. While in stealth, you can even pass through enemies without being detected. Oh my gosh. Oh. Let's do like that for now. We got 5 points to play with. Poisoned weapons. Caltrops. Okay, poisoned weapons. That counts for bows and arrows, I hope. Well, you started with a bow, so I would like to give you just a bow, but it would be nice if we had more melee people, to be honest. There's nothing about her that's keeping her on the bow, right? Aside from the fact that she's holding a bow right now. But she needs to do something right now, and I don't have a dagger for her, so I guess I'll... How about we hold off on these few points? I'll go back to Haven and see how she is first. Your pants are really flashy, by the way. Too many breaches. That's her stuff. Okay, this is like one of those smaller one-off maps, like in 2. Dragon Thorn, okay. Well, that was fruitful. Went on a wild goose chase and we ended up with somebody very eager to join us for once. Hey, you know what? That's in a time where a lot of people seem to not like us. I want to say it's a good thing, but I feel like we also have to be a little bit wary because not everyone who comes to us is going to be kind. And sometimes maybe they're spies from enemy organizations or something. You never know, right? You never know. Can we go out this way? Yeah, we can. What about... wait, let's check this out. So we went to Val Royo. On that end, we're gonna go back to the Chantry. Champions of the Just. This is, we need power to contact the Templars, and then in Hushed Whispers is... return to Haven and talk about Fiona's offer with the advisor. So this one's also going back to Haven. Redcliffe! We really should be going to Redcliffe. Yeah, I wanted to do that too because it was always on the Hinterlands map. Kinda up in the north. So we didn't make it there yet, but it would be nice to go. What's this then? First enchanter of Mont Simmered. Are you not related to the Mage Rebellion? No, because you're actually still part of the circle then, because you're the first enchanter. In Mont Simmered. Okay. Okay. Mont Simmered, we're going all over the place. Oh, just me? I didn't bring my party mask.
Lady Lavellen, on behalf of the Inquisition.
Is that like my official last name? Stand up straight, girl!
What a pleasure to meet you, my lady. Seeing the same faces at every event becomes so tiresome.
I don't think you see any faces.
So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer. Or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
Why do we not bring Josephine? I feel like we should bring her here.
What have you heard about me?
Some say that when the veil opened, Andraste herself delivered you from the Fade.
You know what's really weird? How come we haven't thought about exploring the Fade so far? Nobody's even mentioned it. If things are happening in the Fade, shouldn't we look in there? Especially Solas, he goes there all the time. Why aren't we checking the Fade out?
I'm not familiar with that name. I was invited here by first enchanter Vivienne.
Madame de Fer is a fond nickname the court has given Lady Vivienne.
I've heard she finds it amusing.
I've heard very little about Duc Bastien.
He hasn't been seen much at court lately.
His business with the Council of Heralds often takes him from home for long periods. It can't be good for a man of his years.
And of course, there's the civil war. Bastien probably wishes to distance himself from the actions of his one-time son-in-law.
Tearing up the Dales in a foolish bid for power? It will end in disgrace for Gaspard. Everyone knows it.
There's multiple people that were interested in here, despite Vivienne being the one who invited us.
Some of those storytellers may have gotten carried away.
But only for the best effect. The Inquisition is a ripe subject for wild tales.
The Inquisition. What a lot of pig shit. Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously. Everyone knows it's just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
I really feel like we should have brought Josephine here. This is not my battlefield. Restoring peace? More like stopping the chaos. I don't know if we can restore peace, but if we can quell it a little bit.
The Inquisition is working to restore peace and order to Thedas.
Here comes the outsider, restoring peace with an army. We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a woman of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
You want to fight?
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests. You know such rudeness is intolerable.
Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear? My lady, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
This is a thing. He was just talking, okay? We don't need to hurt people around here. He wasn't saying nice things to me, but it's not worth it.
I think the Marquis has seen the error of his ways.
By the grace of Andraste, you have your life, my dear. Do be more careful with it. I'm delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first enchanter of Montsimard and enchantress to the Imperial Court.
Is that Marquis going to pose a problem?
His aunt is the Vicomtesse of Mont de Glace. Not a powerful family, but well respected. And very devout. Alphonse will be disowned for this. It's not the first time he's brought his aunt disgrace, but I'm sure it'll be the last.
Disowned?
And after such a public humiliation, I expect he'll run off to the Dales to join the Empress's war effort. either to make a good end or to win back a modicum of self-respect.
This lady, first enchanter, of course, she's got very good control over her skills, can like freeze people without hurting them.
Your salon has certainly exceeded my expectations so far.
I'm glad to keep you entertained, my dear. I wanted to meet face to face. It is important to consider one's connections carefully. With Divine Justinia dead, the Chantry is in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore sanity and order to our frightened people. As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
Okay, so immediately I'm getting the sense that you're thinking the Mage Rebellion, the rebel mages are in the wrong. Oh.
Is your interest in the Inquisition Madame de Fer, or is it more personal?
Aren't you charming? It's professional, of course.
If I were on the receiving end of this, I would find that insufferable, to be honest.
You say you led the last of the loyal mages. Loyal to whom?
To the people of Thedas, of course. We have not forgotten the commandment, as some have, that magic exists to serve man. I support any effort to restore such order.
Can we bring her to Redcliffe? I would be very interested in seeing what happens.
What exactly can you do for the Inquisition?
I am well versed in the politics of the Orlesian Empire. I know every member of the Imperial Court personally. I have all the resources remaining to the Circle at my disposal. And I'm a mage of no small talent. Will that do?
This is like a PhD student applying to McDonald's. I don't know what you're here for. The work experience?
What's in this for you?
The same thing anyone gets by fighting this chaos. The chance to meet my enemy, to decide my fate. I won't wait quietly for destruction.
Oh.
Are you devout? What's your opinion of the Chantry?
I was a great admirer of the late Divine Justinia V. The Chantry, at its best, unites the disparate cultures of Thedas and looks after its most vulnerable. Had she lived, Justinia could have accomplished so much.
You are aware that the Chantry hasn't sanctioned this Inquisition.
The Chantry is leaderless. They're in no position to officially sanction anything. Besides, my dear, if there is one virtue the Chant of Light teaches us, it is forgiveness. Once the Inquisition has sealed the breach, I'm sure the new Divine will not care in the slightest about official permission.
I don't have a reason. I mean, if I refuse, I'm not even just refusing this one lady. I'm refusing an alliance with the entire circle because she's the leader of what's left. I don't have a reason to refuse.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivienne.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
Oh, we don't get a full-on party. I really feel like Josephine should have been there, though. At least not me by myself. I'm not. I'm just a person with a mark on my hand. I'm not anybody. And we are automatically back in Haven. Probably gonna ignore that. Let's talk to people in the war room. So did Vivienne also join us as a party member, or is she just joining the Inquisition? I have yet to see. Right off the bat though, between the Templars and the mages... Oh, hold on, maybe I'll talk to Cassandra right here. I don't know, I don't have a very good impression of the Templars obviously, but the rebel mages give me a little bit of pause too.
Yes?
Do you want to talk about your brother now?
I have some more questions.
Why am I not surprised?
Probably not, because we haven't actually progressed much yet. We just went to Val Royo and came back.
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
I keep bugging her about it.
I'll let you get back to work.
Okay, I'll let everyone get back to work. Oh, we got a whole bunch of mounts before, right? Can we check it out? I don't know if we're gonna ever use them.
Got better mounts, if you like. I I can show you a few tricks to get more out of them.
Oh, can you now?
Fine, forget I said anything. You Fereldans, growling at everyone but your dogs.
No, go ahead. Who knows? Maybe some fancy noble riding might save my life if a scouting ride goes wrong. And maybe I'll show you a few tricks as well.
Oh my god, these two are gonna make out the next time we come back here. Taslin Strider. I think we bought this one from the shop right next door. Suited to long distances and spirited charges. These are all just skins. There's no stats on them, I think. Hearts. Red heart. Great stag of impeccable health and ability. Wait, what happened to the phantom? Wasn't there like some bog? Oh, here we go. Inquisition Barded Charger. Whoa, it's like a war horse. Frostback Mountain Horse. White Asarash. What, the picture looks completely different. I mean, we can just pick one and then see what it looks like, even if we don't want to use it regularly. Mountain Dracolisk. What the heck is a Dracolisk? Some dragon thingy? It looks like... I mean, it looks like a horse. Greater Frostback Elk. These are elks. Oh, Bog Unicorn. Whoa! That looks like a nail through its mouth, my god. Avar Warnug. Warnug! Oathbound Steed. Well, this one has a big... What is that nail? That looks kind of painful. Alright. I can't summon the mount here. Maybe later outside?
All's well.
How are your charges? Well supplied?
Haven is groaning under the weight. It wasn't built for this, but we'll make it serve.
Heard anything worth noting?
Too busy to hear things, and that's how I like it.
Sounds good to me.
Farewell.
Make her be with you.
We have more people now. We have to start worrying about stuff like their armor and whatnot again.
You think you can have it done by midweek?
That when Thren needs it.
Quartermaster Thren understands that your work can't be rushed, Master Harry.
Fine, fine. Midweek. Tell Thren she owes me.
What are we mainly doing as the Inquisition right now? Just trying to seek out rifts and hold off the stuff that comes out of the rift? Why don't we try to go into the Fade? Why don't we? These are... There's stuff. Oh, there's a dagger. Schematic. Schematic, not a dagger. Might be better than what I have right now, though. Look at stabs. 47. There's grips. Hey, I have some grips and stuff. Modify armor, modify weapons. No, I have stuff on this already. I don't have a rune. That's something else. What did I want to? I wanted to modify my armor, right? Ice Walker Apprentice. Light arms? Right, I do have to come back. But then for some reason, the other time when we bought it for Bianca, it just automatically equipped. 5% magic defense or willpower. I don't know. I don't know. Light legs. Cold. Fire. Well, we have some cold already. We'll do a little bit of fire. And then sigil. We do not have a sigil. Okay. Good. Wonder if anybody else wants any upgrades. Very. Are you wearing this right now, Varric? No, you're wearing the Carta coat. Sigil only. Okay, so nothing for you. Oh, we have a lot of people to worry about now. Can I give you something, though? Just so you have something here, you know? Something is better than nothing. And then can we see... These are the people in our immediate... Oh, look, Vivienne. Sera. I'll do your armor and stuff in a sec. You gotta show me what you got first. What? This is soulless only? Oh, this is soulless stuff. If it's soulless only, why did you render a thing for other people? Vivienne? Oh, wow. Okay, at least she's taking off her mask. She's probably a better mage than me. I'm just some random mage. She's literally the first enchanter. I feel so intimidated. The Tactician's Renewal. Wait, what? This is $1. Single use. Oh, respecking. This is respecking abilities. And then if I want to do it again, it's gotta be $300. I'm good. Thanks. That's it. That's all you got. Okay. Thank you. Maybe I'll take a better look at this when we leave. I am alright for now. How's everybody doing in Haven? Doing good? Oh, hey! Oh.
Tell Master Harrod that good materials cost good coin.
Sigrid, I see you got your card back. Sorry about the Druffalo last time.
Greetings.
Nah, that's it.
Until later.
Stay safe.
My inventory's okay right now. 16 out of the 60? We're fine. And we need some new equipment and all that too. Y'all good? Y'all doing good? Did we have any new requisition-y stuff?
Master Harry said that without more ore, he won't be able to get blades for the recruits.
Tell Master Harriet that ore doesn't grow on trees.
Yes, Mom. I think he knows, Mom. He talked about how we have to dig it up.
That's not what she meant.
You find anything we need, let me know.
Hi, Liliana. How are you?
Yes? Anything I should know? I have nothing to report at the moment.
When do they ever have stuff to report? I don't know.
I'll leave you to your work.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think anybody is. Oh, Cullen's not here anymore. Where is Cullen normally? Vivienne, Josephine. Oh yeah, new people are just... We should probably find the new people. What? How was Cullen right next to Cassandra and I didn't notice? I'll find Sera and Vivienne. Sera is...
O Creator, see me kneel, for I walk only where you would bid me. Stand only in places you have blessed. Sing only the words you place in my throat.
When people call the Inquisition religious fanatics, I don't feel like they're 100% wrong, because the starting point of this...
New elf who joined up.
Sarah? She's a feisty one.
She'd put your eye out.
I didn't mean anything by it. It's good to see us all coming together to serve the Maker.
Never thought the Inquisition would be recruiting thieves. Something like that.
Ooh, do people not like that? Hi. Sera was never.
Very well.
But
she was so fascinated with her foe. No one quite knew where she came from. Sarah was never quite the quietest girl. Her attacks are loud and they're joyful. But she knew the ways of nobler men. And she knew how to enrage them.
Let me know if you find
She would always like to say, why change the past when you could own this day? Today she will fight to keep her way. She's a rogue and a thief and she'll tempt your fate. She would always like to say, why change the past when you can own this day? Today she will fight to keep her way. A rogue and a thief and she'll tempt your fate. Sarah was never quite the wealthiest girl.
How have you been there? You've been here for 3 seconds, and somebody's already written a song about you. I want to talk to her, but I get the feeling the song and her talking is gonna overlap anyway, so we'll wait a little bit. Did you want to go?
Did we get you anything?
I think we asked this already, right?
You said Liliana asked you to run an Inquisition tavern. How did you meet?
Dumb luck, mainly. I managed an inn back in Denner Inn. When I heard interesting gossip,
Yeah, we've heard this.
Sometimes it was helpful.
She asked if I wanted to own my...
Sorry. I heard your conversation. Hi, Sarah. A lady has a song about you already. And you look different. You look like you're out to party.
So, this is it, huh? Oh, no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I thought it'd be bigger. That would have been hilarious if you were a man, right? Wasted. Anyway,
no, that would have been
stopping
hurtful.
wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
The Conclave didn't even try.
It's not just a war between those two.
Well, sure, the sky has a hole in it, but I can't put an arrow in that. Well, I have. Doesn't come down. That's weird. And that's the point, right? It's weird and right there, but they still want to punch each other. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
You're right, but... what questions are those?
Is there something else you're looking for? Like, what's behind all this?
Maybe. I don't know. First things first, right? I help you, march, arrow, kick. Then people stop being stupid, and everything starts to make sense again. Sound good to you, all-touched Lady Herald?
Can we romance like everybody? My god.
I think I'll enjoy having you around, Sarah. I hope you'll feel the same.
Kinda. Suppose. Maybe.
Oh.
See you, Herald. Herald. Have to do something about that.
Oh, she was surprisingly receptive to that. Drop and grab operation. Red Jenny says. Red Jenny just says that.
Chasing the Lord Seeker, I hear. Anyone who thinks they need Lord in front of the name, that's bad. Bet he's got a portrait taller than he is. That's your first clue to a total arse. Fact.
Oh wow, we can tell her the GTFO. Yeah, I want to know more about your background, but hold on. Actually, I want to know more about your background right now. What? Excuse me? Stop eavesdropping, please.
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Which? The ones who do things or the ones who give orders?
All of them.
Thoughts about Cassandra?
Not as buttoned up as she plays, right? Tough, though. I'd stand behind her in front of anything.
What about Solus?
Solus? His head's crammed up 1,000 years ago.
Oh my god, he is so into ancient elves. You and him would get along so well, by which I mean you will not get along at all.
Anything to say about Varric?
Varric? Too clever. Always saying something, but never saying it straight.
Yeah, that's the trouble with that kind of person.
What's your opinion of Vivienne?
She's a bitch, but she knows. She better.
Oh, alright.
What do you think about our spymaster, ambassador, and commander?
Liliana is pretty in places. Swear I've seen her too. Or heard she used to play. But that'd be mad. Now Josephine, she's as good at humbling her kind as I am. Just with less mess. Knows her business, if you have to have it. And Cullen, I suppose if you want a jackboot, you get a big one so you can grow into it. Nice hair, though.
Glad to hear your impressions.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here. Chasing mages, that's a Templar's job. A big, armored, pissed-off helm polisher. Not too late to go find some. Or stay home.
Is the Inquisition what you thought it would be?
Calling it an Inquisition is a bit much, isn't it? Does this lot even know what they're chasing? Fair question for me as well, I suppose. Everybody following a rumor. At least I'm used to that.
Tell me about yourself.
Oh yeah? Interested, are you?
I am interested. This is a job interview. You better pass it with flying colors.
How about the basics? Where are you from?
Ferelden.
I got that from the accent. Where in Ferelden?
All over? Okay, fine. Denerim for a bit. South, north, wherever I want.
Not very stable.
There are no connections you want to mention at all?
Nope. It's complicated. I don't like complicated. Let's leave it at that. Maybe.
Reminds me a little bit of Isabella.
You're skilled. Who taught you how to use a bow?
No one.
That seems unlikely.
What? I picked it up here and there. Mostly it just makes sense. It's not like that for you.
She doesn't give me a city elf vibe, but she also doesn't have tattoos. Is she another instance of an elf who was not raised in either environment? But she turned out completely differently than Solus.
Oh, certainly. Not a day's effort for the naturally gifted like us.
Well, it's not like that. It takes work. A bit. Not like Cullen and his pets. I mean, you miss, then you don't. Is it that hard to see when it's wrong?
Well, it's not like that for other elves, I know that.
Most I know couldn't find an arrow sitting on it. Right. Maybe I just make it look easy in shite company. Fact still is, no teacher. Where would I find one in alleyways anyway?
Alleyways? Maybe she is more city elf leaning then. Well, being self-taught, that's a very self kind of skill. Not everybody can do that.
I'm just interested in talking to an elf like me.
Oh, don't say that.
Don't think so.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, maybe you're alright, but most elves are too elfy. Like that Solus, right?
Oh.
Never be as good as we were. Well, who's we? I'm just fine.
There's a lot of tradition there. Should it just be thrown away?
Your great-grandfather's dead. Why aren't you dead? You're throwing away tradition.
That makes sense to you.
None of it does in the city. That's why I'm not like an elf.
We'll talk later.
If you say so.
No, I appreciate her attitude towards her life and all that. I don't think... I mean, it's up to everyone to decide, right? Some people really care about traditions and their family and all that. But... well, I get the impression most Dalish elves are all about, oh, back in my day, we were immortal, which is kind of like what Solus is, except Solus is even more extreme with the whole, actually, Dalish elves suck and ancient elves are the best. But Sera's just like, whatever, man, I don't care. Grand Enchanter Fiona is considered an anomaly among mages. She is, for instance, the only member of the Circle of Magi ever to leave due to recruitment by the Grey Wardens and then return. The circumstances of the return are largely unknown, but the notoriety she gained within the circle allowed her to rise rapidly in the ranks. She became first enchanter of the Mont Simmered Tower, and then elected Grand Enchanter at the college in Cumberland. So she's the Grand Enchanter of Mont Simmered? Oh, no. At the college in Cumberland. Okay, I was thinking, oh, so does she know Vivienne then? Probably. The letter was based on her advocacy for greater mage freedom, a view she claimed her time with the Wardens supported. Her time with the Wardens? Urging for a vote on the matter led to the College of Enchanters' dissolution in 940 Dragon, and then, when a vote was attempted secretly, to Lord Seeker Lambert of the Seekers of Truth, arresting Fiona and her fellow enchanters. Following their flight to the ruin of Andorral's Reach, the escaped mages held and passed the final vote on the Circle of Magi's independence. This began the Mage Rebellion. While Fiona no longer holds the official position of Grand Enchanter, most mages still consider her an integral part of the rebellion's leadership. Sera... which one is this one? This report by Josephine has been defaced numerous times in a different hand. On Sera, Red Jenny, and Bellissima Lady Parts von Knucklefronts. It falls to me to comment on this Red Jenny, for as a creature of the court I must have seen the effect of her actions, although I cannot be certain. Does that make them effective or ineffective? What I know is that she has vexed cities as guardsmen across Thedas and always escaped. Accessing all available records, it seems clear that there have been multiple embodiments of the name, often at the same time. The limitations of communication are such that this is impossible to verify in the moment. A crude drawing of a guard with her breeches at her ankles. The severity of the attributed actions vary wildly, from petty to outright vicious. While official reports label these actions unfair, I have knowledge of many named as victims, and several are of suspect character. Sera would call them something altogether untoward. Yes, mom, shits, a lot of them. There are tales of Red Jenny targeting criminals, slavers, and even assassins as guilds. The benefit of having a local is that they are invested in regional concerns, although this obviously varies. I can discern no protocol. Don't need a title to be awful and deserve it. So who is our Red Jenny? She has been amusing herself in Val Royo for some time, although it is clear from her accent that she is deeply Ferelden. She met with outright laughter my inquiry as to whether she had any special elven concerns that I could address. I have conferred with Liliana about the danger of this group, and our estimation is that this incarnation of Red Jenny is at least a good distraction. Oh, the scary one cares. Addendum, Denerim. Sera's claim to have lived in Denerim cannot be verified, but seems likely. The alienage there was neither stable nor secure. Many residents of the city fled the region following the Blight. Given her nature, Val Royo would have seemed rife with targets. Denerim has more than its share of suspect nobility, but most were rallied against a common enemy, thanks to the efforts of the hero of Ferelden. Forced to more like shits and double shits. Someone like Sera seems like she probably grew up with a lot of hardship, and she had to figure things out for herself, basically. Kinda reminds me of Isabella in the aspect that they both probably prioritize their own survival quite a bit. But the interesting thing is that Sera seems to have a very strong standing on certain topics. Like, she really wants to punish bad people. She has like this moral compass here. So maybe something really horrible happened to her before, and now she's like, you know what, I'm not gonna let that happen to other people. Because, you know, if you focus on survival, then usually you might be more like, you know what, I don't care about anything in this world, it's me against the world. But she's not quite like that either.